I think it needs to be something that comes online relatively early on. And the reason why I like it so much is we've seen how good it is against the Mars in certain situations.
Ooh,
Okay, second Lycan of the tournament. Aurora yesterday, they did bring it up one time, and it looked good. It looked much better.
Almost no hero better than the Faceless Void, and almost no better player in the world on this hero right now than Ame. He is the one carry who's been picking this hero through thick and thin. Even in the patches where it hasn't been great, he's still been willing to pick it up and experiment with this time zone and looking for a first blood.
A first blood on the table, whips the spear, and Ame and DY will get the kill.
We've already seen him just rotate the bottom, has an observer ward as well. This is a strong rotation. Do not know if XXS is ready for this at all.
Yeah, they saw some of this coming. They're going to pop the glyph to try and keep XX close by. They got him inside the cogs. A guaranteed kill for Tundra. And some pressure on that off-lane tower. A ward after the tower died. They know that kind of invasion is coming their way, so they had a ward out to see the move.
Ame flanking in the river.
Ame cutting in. Looks like they've already caught Whitemon. Ame's looking for a bit more. While they get Whitemon, Ame thinks about whether or not he can keep chasing. 10-minute power rune is what he's going to play for here, and does manage to get an amp damage.
That's a nice rune to take away. I mean, I don't know if he wants to be in the river with the Void at 10 minutes, but he will gladly take the rune away. And
well, he certainly doesn't want to be top where the Lone Druid has come through the gate once again to, if nothing else, take the tower.
So there's a deep ward up here for XG that can super valuable item versus these three right-click through.
Great target to be able to find. Got him on the other side of the shards, and then no! Couldn't get off the Requiem. Ramsey's interrupted.
He will not get it off.
Will not get it off. Denied for the full swing of Tundra as they turn that gank around.
Beautiful play from Ramses. Absolutely reading the map, backing up the vulnerable here.
I feel like they could kind of go high ground at some point in time. If Extreme are just going to keep dodging, right?
It feels like they almost want to, but there's just stuff to claim on the map. Here will TP back, try and find the Jakiro again, and they will get him.
DY time and time again. He'll pay the price for the rest of his allies.
Actually, continuing to dodge.
Any of these lanes, close you are to your base, it also means Tundra is very close to your base as well. They would much prefer that Tundra tries to hunt down like Ame. On the other side of the map here, pull all these heroes away, and they're going to do just that. He's got an Aegis. He's got some time walks. He's going to have to make some smooth moves to get out of this one. His first life is already forfeit.
Where's the help? Everybody's so far on the map for XG.
A hook shot to follow this up, perhaps. Immediately a fear is going to be used, and they got him easily. A Requiem that barely touches Tundra.
We got to go back and do some math here. Though the fight is breaking out bottom. XM gone.
Congrats on your Tormentor. Ramses, meanwhile, he'll win some fights for you. A BKB arena that catches two. And one of the wolves is already dead. The other one might still be able to cut the next wave coming in.
This is a catapult. XG cannot prevent the backdoor going down here. Thompson just laying into it from the low ground. I mean, are you going to take this fight or just give up the racks to try and get to your BKBs? It almost feels like you just want to give this up.
Ramsey's coming back. A disruption to set things up on XM, who has no BKB to defend himself. He is all offense, no defense. A nice snowball into the neutral camp that they had vision of. He tries to go for a desperate TP out, but he is stuck here. The Cogs stop that one pretty easily. Once again, a duo of Extreme that play together and die together. It's close enough. Backdoor protection is down.
Range racks for sure here.
Yeah.
See how much more Pure gets. He will activate his ult and say, what are you going to do about it? And apparently nothing. XG concede a lane in favor of taking the fight with their BKB timings.
I mean, it's raid Extreme. They're bending over backwards at this point. One lane of barracks, now potentially giving up two, just in some sort of desperate ploy not to take a full-on team fight. They feel they cannot win without BKBs, but those BKBs, they seem so far away with the pressure that Tundra is putting on them. They go for it anyway. They try and get this fight with a time zone, but here he goes. Disperser on out of there. They'll leave the bear behind. That's the best bounty Extreme can get out of that situation. And Tundra can probably go back to it if they want.
They used Lycan ult to just say, screw it, let's just go high ground. They have no answers for the Boots of Bearing that's online for the Clockwork. The double Disperser, not afraid of time zone right now. You can always make the jump with Ramses as well. Yeah, the push has come. No BKB for Ame, he's 100 off.
All of its attack speed slow is not going to stop Pure with an AC. And Shin-Q tries to go in, puts him inside of the shard, and with that macro pyre out, they're able to do some damage. They drop the Requiem. Oh, it's pitiful. It doesn't do nearly the damage that is required. Arena goes down, and it's XM who's going to be the victim instead, perhaps, as all three are going to die, as Saksa with one poison cleans up all of them. That is done. Extreme Gaming. They hardly even played this game. 3 kills to their name before they call GG.
That was a very one-sided game in terms
timer,
of...
because your Rubik, later on in the game, he's going to get caught up by the Nyx. Once Monkey King gets on a BKB, jumps him with the +1 from XM, there's no saves on the side of Tundra. Their supports and Ancient Clock can't do much by means of counterplay, so Tundra has to be aggressive, 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 and not ever be on the back foot in this game.
Although Rubik does have magic resistance. And Nyx does deal a lot of magical damage only, besides the right click of the ultimate.
And they'll go for the XM Viper in the end.
The one difference here for XG is they clearly went back to trying to win the lanes a bit more or have stronger cores that can stand there for longer. I think that will work out better for them. But they also have some liabilities like a Nyx who, what is he doing in a laning phase versus a lone Druid clock? Dying nothing. So things to back him up and you're just confident in the core matchups.
7-minute Wisdom Rune. It's about to spawn soon, and the pressure is amping up in the off lane, where XXS is getting dove by an Enchantress Clockwork. They turn around, though, and they're killing the bear. That straight up is going to be a 300 gold for XXS and the defended tower. But the Wisdom Rune still needs defended. Saksa, he tried to make a play for it, but he sees double supports and finds that it is not a Wisdom Rune he should be worrying about. It's his own life, stuck in a corner and killed.
Did you get the steal, though? Whitemon
Ame gets the steal on the other side of the map, though, so it's still even. Whitemon commits for it underneath the tier 2. The creep wave is coming in, though. He takes a couple of tower shots, and now slowed down by Jin-Q and XXS. A second support punished for Tundra daring to go for that dive.
Not an easy hero to dive this early in the game.
No. Part of the reason that Extreme did pick it up, right? It's going to be one of the best heroes to deal with that kind of extension by Tundra. Managed to hit that stun onto the Enchantress. The poison burst. It looks like it's combating against the Wiz, and it's just not going to be quite enough damage. Turns around the Viper Strike. That breaks the Viper and makes him so much easier for Whitemon to kill with that magic damage. Jin-Q up next, perhaps, as he hits the Impale, but look at him looping around from the side is Pure to help get this kill. They are not afraid to move their carry around, and he provides just the extra bit of damage needed to get the kill and straight into the mid-tier 1 tower pressure.
Very slow. If you get it on an off timing, or you don't have a free game, or you don't also join the fights and clean up. I mean, again, you're looking at a lineup from Tundra. They're going to be pushing you. They're not going to give you time to just AFK farm the jungle as much as you might want to in this game. This will pay off over the ultra long term. But you run into similar issues as game 1.
They already failed to defend one tower, but perhaps a second one can be defended here as a Viper Strike catches Ramses as his aggression will get him killed. Back through the gate they go, but they are going to be kind of set up. Whitemon throws out the cogs on these heroes, but they don't actually have the numbers, perhaps, as so many heroes come through the gate that Extreme Gaming overwhelmed Tundra. Kill the support, take down the bear, go after the hero as well. Pure, he draws a new bear out from the ground. Ame, he gets a couple of Jingo hits in his supports, though. Can't get there in time to be able to provide the disables instead. They're fighting Thompson underneath the tank, can't live. Meanwhile, Ame gets turned around on by Pure, who pops his ultimate, and his bear managed to double team the Monkey King, and will do the same to the Underlord.
Pure is so strong in this early game. Diffusal already up, Spark of Courage going to work. In fact, 2 Sparks of Courage. It'll be first item pipe for him. So he's going the team item over the greedier option.
Hookshot lands, Thompson tries to follow this up, but a gate from XXS gets him away, manages to steal that gate. Can Thompson do anything? Stolen spell still available for Thompson. He'll TP back. Tundra, I assume, are playing this part of the map for Roshan, right? Like, we want to take these offlane towers, but also Roshan on the table, you said, was pretty
he's going to gate Ame bottom, maybe.
Arrow Strike hits him, and here comes the gate. A move that Ame was not expecting. What does he do about this one? Hits the trickery, but he knows he's got to run. The magic damage of Thompson is easily going to overwhelm him. Finally, the gate is put to use here, and Tundra back through it to the other side of the map.
Very efficient move. Thompson was pinging that one out. Just an easy setup here from Ramses. He'll even go through the gate, so Tundra bringing 5 heroes back to this triangle, and XG smoking straight into them here without the Monkey King.
Fighting without the monkey is a bold move, and they've already been jumped on, but what an Ice Path Macro Pyre. A beautiful hit that does no damage, though. Pipe shrugs off most of it. Poor Ramses is stuck inside the Macro Pyre for so long. He almost dies. Still, though, the fight is good for Tundra as they keep chasing after heroes. DY is going to be stunned up long enough for the rest to follow it up. The bear does not quite die. So both Ramses and the bear get low. Nobody.
XG, they need to find a way to make space in this game.
I feel like I've seen this story a few times in this series. DY, Jakiro, alone somewhere on the map, found, and we'll make Tundra work for it a little bit. They'll have to use the hook shot. Meanwhile, mid lane, they actually jumped on a Pure. Pure does manage to get off his ultimate, and Ramses came in with the epicenter. It's not an easy kill, but XM can do the damage. The Viper is more than enough, and Ramses, the force staff caught him out of the rocket flare. That surely would have been a death sentence.
That is so close to a terrible death for Ame, but instead he gets to join the fight, pick up some extra gold on top of it. And he does the most damage there with a massive Wukong. Pure, he felt invincible. He felt like this game was too good to lose. Here he's now all of a sudden, we have ourselves a Dota game because this monkey is going to get the time he needs.
Tundra immediately try and strike back without 2 of their cores. 2 supports leading the way. Thompson to help out. XM with that vessel on him. He's burning, but they do have supports coming in now. XM helped out by the pipe. Can he live through this? No, but he does get his revenge, certainly, from the grave. He spits out back at Tundra and will claim 3 lives for his own.
And Ame's going to get another team fight cleanup here. Says, thank you, XM. The buffet has been set. Jin Q is starting to turn into a 4th core here. Currently, the entire Bloodstone for Ramses is flying out right now, but it's far. If XG take this fight right now, you're missing a huge amount of net worth on this Sand King.
And Ame is maybe going to be able to get a really good ultimate here.
He's all of them.
The corner of the pit. He's going to throw it out. Drops
an illusion.
Found the striking. Went out to an illusion. That's disastrous. The rest of the team is going to have to make a better initiation, but the Roshan's already dead. And Ame, he pops his BKB, but for what? To try and get Thompson. It seems like he's managed to get his Jingu stacks up, and we'll finish off that pesky Rubik. XXS needs some help. The bear is currently coming problem. What a hit from his Jin Q. But Ramses is still strong with a Bloodstone. Running around with his Sandstorm, trying to chase after these heroes. Somehow Pure managed to get through this one, and now his bear starts going to work. A hit from the Valley Strike, a push away from the bear. Get back, get back. Shin Q tries to make a run for it, but the Gleipnir gets him in his hold. Standing strong. The Viper take down the Lone Druid once. Ame, can he make it twice though? In a way, XM, he's out of here. A TP out. DY does the same, but Ame will be left behind.
Oh, Pure. He switched his items onto the main Lone Druid just to get that Gleipnir out. What an insanely heads-up play.
Oh, no way.
But XM, he just lived through that entire fight. He went on the bottom tree line. He dropped a Wukong on a Rubik illusion that got baited. Thompson with, I think it's just an illusion rune, did so much work in that fight. And now he will be caught again. This is another deep committal.
Whitebot might have just bailed him out with a beautiful hook shot of Cogs. They're all grouped up. Thompson is dead, but maybe Ramses with a 3-man burrow. Hit that epicenter, hit the bear roar. Get as much as you can out of this. It's a grab bag.
These gates, they have been a blessing and they have been a curse for XG. It's another one that just felt too deep. And a 3rd hero
to go. Ramses gets him on the burrow too. All 3 that went through that gate will die for it.
Tundra strike back with another gift just straight into the heart of their side of the map. And Ame's looking on like, guys, is this the fight we want to take? XG just not respecting the numbers that can come from Tundra around these tier 2s. And now you gave him an opening, you gave him push potential. Pure straight into the high ground. Alpha Wolf here for Soxa for more damage boost. Network. Yeah, this is a support Rubik at this point.
They're making this push without the Rubik. Extreme Gaming gonna try and catch the heroes before they can retreat. That is a big misclick there from XM. Some reinforcements for another Tormentor.
Of course, doesn't want to take the one-on-one.
Understandable.
There's also a lot of Force Staffs on this Tundra side you have to think about. You have double Force Staff on the 2 supports, and you have a Force Staff on Thompson. There's a lot of bailout potential, getting heroes out of the Wukong, out of the control.
Really good. They know they just hit the Tormentor, but Ame He goes in pretty deep, breaks that smoke. They're deciding whether or not he hopped away for the Burrow Strike just in time.
Goes back in.
Now he hops back in with the BKB, commits that Wukong's command. And now let's see if the Lone Druid can stand toe-to-toe. He gets out of it outside of the Wukong's command, but the bear does die. Meanwhile, XXS getting peppered by Soxa. A stolen boundless strike will stop him getting through the gate, and Soxa does the damage. Now XM, he's not sure quite what to do. A hook shot's gonna stop any movement from him. An Ice Path goes down, tries to go for the kill on Ramsey. He's hoping beyond hope that he can get that damage done, but it will not happen. DY will follow the rest of his team into the grave. Ame is the only survivor. Nobody dies on the side of Tundra.
They all end on Pure, and it was not enough. They didn't have some of the extra spells. From just finished a full Assault Kuros. They're just going to 5-man gate into Ame.
Ame says, Ame's going to go throw the Wukong's command. They immediately hit the Impale, and Pure, oh, he got the fear. Almost push Ame out of it, but the Wukong's command stays alive. Can the damage stay up, though? The Clockwork goes down. How did Pure manage to get out of here?
What?
He's making a run for it, throws out the Gleipnirs. The stuns are after him. Ame hops on top. Stun. Where's the stuns? They didn't have it. They go for the bear instead, but they needed that kill on Pure. They needed it to turn the game around. Hook shot across. Whitemon hits his mark thanks to a deep lane ward. DY's life is forfeit. 50 seconds. Timer for him. The bear goes up to the high ground and is immediately met by staunch resistance. That's a big pit.
That is a very big pit. Thompson happy with the spells he's got right now. Got one more easily.
XX's got to feel a little impotent. Where did the Tormentor?
There's a big
So
shield
they
rune.
know where they're at.
Well, give it to Ame. This is a really big rune if they can get a fight out of it. But Tundra should be looking at the lanes right now. They know this is coming.
Oh, and Ame. He feels strong with a shield room, but he is going to be walking to Tundra heroes. They immediately jump for Ramses, and what a Wukong's command, hitting all 5 of these heroes. Tundra on the run, caught in the pit though. Pure, his hero is going to make it out. His bear will not. And XM holding first step forward, pops BKB, putting damage onto Thompson. It's going to be enough. Can he get away though? Ramsey with a buyback now, pops Bloodstone Epicenter. XM, his BKB is only going to last for so long. And Shinkyu, he's going to get diced up. Pure is big and he's bad and he's a deadly bear that is going through hero after hero. An immediate buyback. Ame is going to buy back, but what about the Underlord? What about DY who's left behind on the Jakiro? They won't have all their heroes. They take the fight, they get some kills, they get some buybacks, but ultimately that 27,000 net worth lead is beginning to show its face.
And he wants to eliminate the last Chinese team in this TI.
Extreme. Are they going to just give up on Megas, or are they going to try and make this hold? Ame, BKB in 10 seconds. Wukong's command is up. When you have to play against another life on one of these cores, a gate straight to it. They cannot afford to give up this Aegis, but no one's actually going through the gate right now. Tundra. Ame's sitting up in the back, jumps through the trees. Wukong's command, dead center is Pure, and he's already been hit by some stuns. They are all in to kill the Lone Druid, but Pure got his BKB off. They got a bear kill. Now they have to commit for the Roshan. Ame for it, but Ramses with the hit. Whitemon gets the hook, and Ramses takes the Aegis, denying Ame his chance at immortality. It is ripped away from him, and Tundra stomp Extreme into the ground.
They got basically everything out of that they wanted. Aegis on the Sand King, an absolute gem.
The same team fights going the same ways, running over the same ground, surrounded by the same old fears. Another year of unrealized potential, another tournament of broken dreams. Maybe he can save it, but a 4-step in, it gets an XM killed. No defense. Ame, XM, both out. No damage in the tank left for Extreme. The best they could do is get a Sand King who had an Aegis anyway. They've killed him twice, but thrice he'll revive. Thrice will come back into this team fight to end the game. The throat is exposed, and Tundra will lay claim to a top 4 at the International.
And they will eliminate the last team trying to fight against this European cabal, for lack of a better word. They have just reigned supreme for what feels like the last 2 years, and here it comes again to another European DBC showdown in many ways as Tundra eliminate the Chinese hopes at TI 13.